and show your appreciation to all of these folks for making Minnesota State High School Rodeo possible.
I'm Hatzenbeller. I've been doing rodeo photography for about 10 years now, 11. Been traveling kind of all over and doing this for the fun of it, and my good hobby became a good business for me. So I typically just try to keep the one lens and body on me, so I'm not hauling this whole bag around because it just gets way too much. I don't want to wreck anything. I did have a horse one time step on my bag with all my gear in it. Everything survived, nothing broke, thank God. But yeah, it scared the crap out of me. Her horse was just getting out of hand, and I had to just drop and run and watch my bag. So the challenges of rodeo, it's everything. You don't get a second chance to take the pictures, to get the shot, and the lighting is usually crap. But yeah, you don't get second shots to take the picture over again. It's not like people are posing for these, and you just gotta photograph the action as best you can. The thing I enjoy most about the rodeos is the people. Everyone's so down to earth. They're very fun to be around. That's what I like about it. I've taken hundreds of thousands of photos over the years, but one of my favorite photos, it was I think the first or second year I started rodeo, and it was a downpour in Clearwater, Minnesota. This bull just, as he was bucking, he was straight up and down. The rider was straight up and down. The colors were just perfect. I froze the rain, and that's one of my favorite pictures. It had a lot of acknowledgement, and it was just a fun one to take. In 2019, I received the Central Bull Riders and Barrel Racers Association Photographer of the Year. I was going to 5 events per month in that summer, so I had it ended up being around 19 to 20 events within 4 months. At the end of the year, they did their finals Bulls and Barrels event, and then they presented awards on the last day. And since I went to so many of their events, I ended up getting the Photographer of the Year award, and it was huge. I liked that a lot. It was fun, and I was very proud of myself for that. And growing up in Madison, it's just the perfect little small town. I love it here. You go anywhere, you know at least one person, and they all kind of know you too. It helps when you're one of the only adopted Korean kids in town, but yeah, you stick out. But yeah, it's a fun little small town. There's always something going on here, it seems like. I loved growing up on the farm. You can kind of wake up and do whatever you want to. I mean, we went for 4-wheeler rides all the time. My brothers had a dirt bike that they would jump the road with. But I used to In high school, I would wake up at like 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning to go ride a horse before it got too hot outside. It's just the freedom to kind of do whatever you want out on the farm with, legally. Little babies, you don't want one? Yeah, you do. Rodeo is a very, American, down-to-earth, good old boys sport. There's a lot of people that think they can do it, that think they can handle it. They don't realize, how much time and effort it takes into it. They don't see the behind the scenes that everybody else does either. The training during the week and with their horse, or bull riders, if they're training on their own bucking dummies, they actually have robotic dummies that they can, just practice where their body is going to be. Barrel racers are training, riding their horses, working patterns, getting them conditioned. Same with ropers and everyone's, training. And so it's not for everyone, but it's definitely, an American pastime.
Postcards is made possible by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota. Additional support provided by Margaret A. Cargill Philanthropies, Mark and Margaret Yakel-Julien on behalf of Shalom Hill Farms, a retreat and conference center in a prairie setting near Windham, Minnesota. On the web at shalomhillfarm.org. Alexandria, Minnesota, a year-round destination with hundreds of lakes, trails, and attractions for memorable vacations and events. More information at explorealex.com. The Lake Region Arts Council's Arts Calendar, an arts and cultural heritage funded digital calendar showcasing upcoming art events and opportunities for artists in West Central Minnesota. On the web at lrac4calendar.org. Playing today's new music plus your favorite hits, 96.7 Cram. Online at 967cram.com.